things I kill. It's not my way, it's just my will.
Everything I done can't come around to haunt me. Everything about me starts to run. Most of the world is dying all around me. Everything I own, I know I bought.
You can't see the black inside. Saves the flesh, but it scars the pride.
Anytime I run, I come right back again. Thinking all the time spent so confused. Looking negative and remain irreversible. Giving all the tools that I have used.
This must be you, my sister. My son, my hands they start to blister, but the things I kill are only one after.
Cover your eyes, save all your lies. You try to scratch. Movies, horror movies, movies, horror movies, 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 horror movies, 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 horror movies, 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 horror movies, horror adjacent movies.
Hey there, all you boys and girls and everybody in between. Welcome to From the Slab. I am Chris. Monkey Boy is not here tonight. Monkey Boy is on tour with the dude, and they're leaving tonight. But rest assured, we're still going to have a great show. We're still going to do the same things we do every week with our synopsises and bullshitting about the movie and the game and the horrible thought of the week. But before we get to that...
So, I've been sitting here waiting for you to hit the share button. What are you doing?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. So, it's just me tonight, but we will have a special synopsis from Monkey Boy that he recorded himself before leaving tonight. This week's movie was Death Proof. The second half of the Grindhouse series that was paired with Planet Terror, which we did a few months back. And how's everybody doing? Hello, Delilah. Sean, how are you? Convict Strummer, how is everybody doing tonight? So without further ado, why don't we get into the synopsis?
Hey everybody, this is Monkey Boy, and as you can probably figure out by now, I am
Thank you.
not actually here live, but I am here to do the synopsis for Death Proof, which is this week's movie. Chris is going to help you through the rest of the night. I am actually leaving on tour right now. As a matter of fact, I am in a car or going to be in a car real quick, and I'm going to be driving and heading up to New England. So if you're in Connecticut or in New York or whatever, and you want to come to some shows, check out thedudeband.com. You can see where all the shows are at. Check out our Facebook page. Check out everything else. All right, so here we go. Death Proof. Um, this is a film that is by Quentin Tarantino. It is the second part of the Grindhouse movies.
Yeah, I said
And
that.
the first one, obviously, being Planet Terror, which we've already done by Robert Rodriguez, which was a really, really fun movie. Just a fun ass movie. This movie, let's see what we think. All right. So, three friends, Arlene, Shanna, and radio DJ Jungle Julia Lukai, drive down Congress Avenue in Austin, Texas, on their way to celebrate Julia's birthday in a bar. Julia reveals that she made a radio announcement offering a free lap dance from Arlene in return for addressing her as Butterfly, buying her a drink, and reciting a segment of the poem, uh, Stopping by Woods on a snowy evening. So, aging Hollywood stunt double, stuntman Mike, trails the women to the bar and claims the lap dance. Arlene is suspicious, having seen Mike's car earlier that day, but he convinces her to give him the lap dance. Um, the women prepare to depart with Lana, another friend, Pam. Um, uh, Julia's old classmate accepts Mike's offer for a ride home. Uh, so Pam's going to get a ride home from Mike, from Stuntman Mike. Stuntman Mike takes Pam to his Hollywood stunt car rigged with a roll cage and tells her that the car is death proof. Uh, and then he basically takes her to the end of the road, says, where do you want to go? Right or left? And she says, I want to go right. He said, that's a shame, because had you said left, it would be a while before you started getting scared. But now you're going to have to get scared right away. So and then he starts going and he's banging her all over the car, literally with the car, moving the car, and he's not actually banging her, but you know what I mean. He's banging her all over the car, and he said, finally, she's like, I can tell you're joking, whatever's trying to, talk her way out of it, and he's like, well, you remember I said it was death proof, and it is 100% death proof, but only really to get the full benefit of it, you have to goes and get basically. So then uh, speeds and slams on the brakes. He did that. He catches up with the other women's cars, and drives into it at high speed, killing them. He turns off his headlights and drives at them at like 120 miles an hour, whatever, and direct hit. And they all die. Mike survives with no serious injury whatsoever. Sheriff McGraw believes Mike killed the women intentionally, but because Mike was sober while the women were intoxicated, he can't be charged. Um, uh, so, 14 months later, three young women, Abernathy Ross, Abby, Kim Mathis, and Lee Montgomery, are driving through Lebanon, Tennessee. They stop by a convenience store where Mike watches them from his car. Uh, the women pick up their friend, stuntwoman Zoe Bell, from the airport, while Mike photographs them unawares. Um, Zoe tells them she wants to test drive a 1970 Dodge Challenger, which is a really nice car, by the way. If you haven't had one in your possession to drive, try to find one before they're all gone and we go on to move on to everything being electric and everything else. Drive a 1970 Dodge Challenger. It is a really nice car. So, oh, where was I? Oh yeah, I was right about here. So, 1970 Dodge Challenger, the same type of car that was in the 71 film Vanishing Point, that's for sale nearby. The owner lets them test drive it. But they really have to leave their friend behind. I believe it was Kim. No, not Kim. Which was the friend? I don't remember which. There were so many girls in this damn thing. I think it was Lee. I I don't know. No, Lee. Yeah, Lee. Um, anyway, they leave her behind with the owner of the car for safekeeping. So the owner lets him test drive it unsupervised, and Abernathy tells him Lee's a porn star and will stay behind. She's not a porn star. She's like a model or something like that. But Zoe tells Abernathy and Kim that she wants to play a game called Ship's Mast, whereby she rides the hood, holding belts fastened to the car, while Kim drives at speeds that are very ridiculous. Okay, so Kim is hesitant but agrees. The three enjoy the stunt, unaware that Mike is watching them. He rear ends them. He rear ends them in the car with his car, causing Zoe to accidentally drop one of her and Abernathy's belts. Then, after several more collisions, he T-bones them, throwing Zoe from the hood. Kim shoots Mike's left shoulder and flees. He flees in his car. Abernathy and Kim cry over the loss of their friend Zoe until Zoe emerges uninjured because she's a stunt woman. The three agree to catch up to Mike and kill him, which is good. Mike has stopped in a narrow road to treat his wound with whiskey. The women rear end him, going really, really fast, several thousand times. Zoe gets out and beats him with a pipe, but he resists and drives off again after a long chase. This is actually a pretty impressive car chase. The women push Mike's car off the road. They drag him from the wreckage and beat him to death. And that is death proof, boys and girls. I'm going to give you my opinion on this movie. I think that really, in order for me to let you know, first off, it's a Quentin Tarantino film. It's got a lot of Tarantino dialogue, which is really good.
Quintino.
Really good stuff, right? But I don't want to say the movie's long, but I think in order for me to really tell you all about what I think of this movie, I'm going to have to start it when I was a baby. See, when I was first born, my head was a little bit too big for my chest. So I was stuck in like an incubator for a little while, and I had just too much oxygen or something like that. Anyway, so I was actually put up for adoption, and I spent the first months of my life in an orphanage. After a while, I was put into foster care, and then I was adopted at. So then in high school, I said to my teacher, I said, "Listen, you can't talk to me like that. This is not going to happen. We have a way that we do things around here, which you might not know, Mr. Man. And so we're going to keep up with that as much as my baby girl was about to be born very soon. And it was, just one of those things that, you were nervous, you know what I mean? Very nervous. And I was excited. And then out of nowhere, somebody brings me this bottle of Jose Cuervo. So I started drinking it, I was just, and then, I don't really remember what happened after that, except for the fact that I woke up in this guy's house and he was telling me stuff about the full moon and cocaine, which is just weird. And I found a family that I really loved very much. They were very, very cool people, and it was really beautiful how everything worked out. So uh, then about 10 years later or so, I started doing From the Slab. I originally did it with this guy Trent, but Trent kind of his syphilis got real bad, and so I wound up doing it alone for a little while. But then Chris, beautiful Chris, started doing it with me. So the first movie we ever did on From the Slab was
2 hours later.
And so when all of this movie was going on, like so much dialogue, so much stuff, and literally what I think is they could have shortened it a lot by
2 hours later.
in half and just getting to the damn point. It's a 2-hour movie and there's about 6 minutes of excitement. So for that, I give it 2 of the horns up. It could get 4 because it was really good, and even the slow parts were enjoyable. But it was not. It was a little bit too much. It by far not my favorite Tarantino movie, but that's like saying it's not my favorite pizza. You know what I mean? It's still a good movie. So if you haven't seen it, I suggest you see it.
Good job, Monkey Boy. Thank you for sending that in, and I hope you have a hell of a drive and a hell of a tour. I may have forgotten to show the trailer before the synopsis, so let me do that.
Have you been following us?
You saw my car, I saw your legs. Now look, I ain't stalking y'all, but I didn't say I wasn't a wolf.
He's got charm.
Is there anybody in this place you could vouch for to give me a ride home?
Fair lady, your chariot awaits.
He's got style.
Do I frighten you? Is it my scar?
It's your car.
And he's got a set of wheels.
Is it safe?
Oh, it's better than safe. It's death-proof.
To die for.
Well, Pam, which way are you going? Left or right?
Right.
That's too bad.
Why?
Well, because it was a 50-50 shot on whether you'd be going left or right. But since you're going the other way, I'm afraid you're gonna have to start getting scared immediately.
From Quentin Tarantino, the director of Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, and Kill Bill, comes Death Proof.
This car is 100% death-proof. Only to get the benefit of it, honey, you really need to be sitting in my seat.
If he likes the way you move, then he decides
Now I gotta catch me my other girlfriend.
the way you die. His method is brutal. His weapon is speed. But his latest targets are about to fight back.
Let's kill this bastard.
You know I can't let you go.
Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof.
Ladies, that was fun.
A Grindhouse feature.
All right, so that was Death Proof. You already heard what Brian thought of it. Now it's my turn. As for my own personal taste, I hate Quentin Tarantino. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that he directed that I like. Writing is another animal. I love From Dusk Till Dawn, Natural Born Killers, and True Romance. He's a phenomenal writer. I don't like the movies he directs. Now, I saw this when it first came out. As I saw Grindhouse all the way through the entire, like, I don't know, I sat in the theater for like 5 hours. Planet Terror, all the fun little trailers in between, and Death Proof. And I hate this fucking movie. No offense to those who like Tarantino, it's just not my thing. It's slow, it's boring, there's too much feet. His films just don't grab me like they grab other people, and I don't understand it. I just don't get it. So for those of you in the chat, did you like the film? Did you hate it? Were you as bored as I was, or were you captivated by the action like Monkey Boy was? Let us know. But it's just, I can't get down with Tarantino films. It's just not my thing. And I can see from the viewer count, this may be a short one tonight. So we can just go right into the All right, it's time for this week's horrible thought of the week. Also sent in by Mr. Monkey Boy. So let's go. You are hanging with your girlfriends, having a good time when they decide to do something stupid involving the car of a stranger that costs more than you do. Your good friends then proceed to leave you as collateral for the car, stating that you are a porn star and alluding to the fact that you will make it worth his while. They then proceed to completely destroy the car. How do you make your psychopathic friends pay for being so shitty? A, forgive them because, hey, you have a good sense of humor, even though they essentially tried to make you into a sex slave and pay off the car with sexual favors. B, kill them. Kill them all, giving the movie a whole new ending. Or C, fall in love with the owner of the car and enjoy a nice vacation in Rio with the money your fake friends now owe them. Professor Feather says B, kill them all. I like it. LJ says B as well. Delilah says B. All great answers. I would also have to go with B. And that has been the horrible thought of the week. Now, I know it has been tradition in the last few months or so to do the bring people on video chat wise to do the game. Because this is my first time running this by myself, I thought I would open it up to everybody. So if you're in the chat, you can play the game, and whoever gets the most out of 15 questions gets to pick next week's movie. And I realize there is a delay, and I realize that it's not exactly fair, but it's my show tonight. So you better be quick with your fingers because we are going to play What's the Damn Answer?
For the love of God, what's the damn answer?
Like I said before, I just don't know. I don't know what. It's just like I thought about it, but I just didn't know anything. When you get asked a question about that whole movie, what's the damn answer? When you get to thinking, you might just know the answer. What's the damn answer? What's the damn answer?
All right. Welcome to What's the Damn Answer? Is anybody playing with me tonight? while you decide
Why isn't anybody sharing? I just want to share.
All right. Anybody going to play tonight's game? All right, we got one. Need at least two. I see a few people here. Anybody else want to play the game? All right. Now, be quick with your fingers because who's ever in first gets the point. All right? Are we ready? What is Chucky's real name in Child's Play? First in gets it. I need full name, Delilah. Need full name, Professor Feather. All right, Delilah with one. Charles Lee Ray is the answer. All right. Number two, in Zombieland, which amusement park are they trying to get to? Quick fingers. Quick fingers. In Zombieland, what amusement park are they trying to get to? All right, Monkey Boy with one. What is that? What is that? Charles Larousse? Come on, man. All right, number three. What's Randy's number one rule in the movie Scream? Quick fingers, quick fingers. Sorry, that wasn't the right answer. Randy's number one rule in the movie Scream. Monkey Boy with two. All right. That is the answer. All right. Number four. In what horror film does a guy on a motorcycle smash into an invisible artificial wall? Bye, Professor Feather. Thanks for playing anyway. Thanks for being here. We love you. What horror film does a guy on a motorcycle smash into an invisible artificial wall? Cabin in the Woods is correct. Monkey Boy running away with this thing. It's almost like he's still here. All right. What color jumpsuits do the doppelgangers wear in Jordan Peele's Us? What color jumpsuits? Delilah with two. Red is the answer. Got to be a little quicker. All right. In the first Friday the 13th film, how many people does Jason kill? In the first Friday the 13th film, how many people does Jason kill? That is the right answer. That is very wrong. Jason was not the killer in the first Friday the 13th. All right. What movie did Annabelle make her first appearance? In which movie did Annabelle make her first appearance? This is question number 7. Monkey Boy with The Conjuring. All right. What was the original title of The Blob? Original title for The Blob. No Googling. No Googling. What is the hoop from your mom's butt? All right. All right. Nobody's getting this one? The hoop. Oh. Goop. No. The answer was the glob. That is the wrong answer as well. Very delayed. No, the answer was 0 on that one. All right. Where is the 2005 film Wolf Creek set? Where is the 2005 film Wolf Creek set? Australia is correct. Monkey Boy had it in just seconds before you. Sorry. All right, all right, all right. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be number 10. Remember, we're playing whoever gets the most out of 15. Where does the virus spread to at the end of 28 days later? I know, I'm very transparent that this game is not fair, but it's my first time, and I'm running it. At the end of 28 days later, where has the virus spread to? Half a point? Half a point. Where has the virus spread to at the end of 28 days later? I'll take it that it's France. Eiffel Tower is in France. That counts. Oh, what is the name of the town in Jennifer's Body? Name of the town in Jennifer's Body. Ah, I see. He's not driving, folks. He is not driving. What is the name of the town in Jennifer's Body? I'm gonna have to call this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer was Devil's Kettle. Oh, Luke got it. He's on the board. Just as I said it. That works. What city serves as the backdrop for the movie The Lost Boys? What city serves as the backdrop for the vampire movie Lost Boys? Monkey Boy cheering people on. All right. How many is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 2 more. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. What song is played at the beginning of Halloween 2? The original Halloween 2. What song is played at the beginning of Halloween 2? Monkey Boy running away with it. The score is 8 for Monkey Boy, 3 for Delilah, 1 for LJ. And the last question. In which horror movie do American students get caught up in a Swedish cult? In which horror movie do American students get caught up in a Swedish cult? Last question. It's not the name. That's the right answer. All right. Monkey Boy is the winner. Good job, Monkey Boy. Even when you're not here, you are still winning. So what movie are we going to watch next week, Mr. Monkey Boy Dude? On tour, Monkey Boy Dude. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. That guy. What movie are we going to watch, Mr. Monkey Boy? While he's thinking of that, we all know that the dude's on tour for the next few weeks. So that's what Brian's got going on this week. If you want, hey, Brian, if you want to put where you're going to be for the next few weeks in the chat, that would be great. Let the people know what's going on. As for me, the only thing we got going on, going out of town a little bit this weekend, and then Saturday night I will be filling in for Sugar High at TJ Carney's in Venice from 8 to 12. So that should be a good time. So if you're in the Venice area on the island, we are playing TJ Carney's from 8 to 12. So, All right, we have Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. All right, that's going to be a fun one. That will be fun. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. All right, and we got dude tour dates up here. That's what's going on this weekend for Mr. Monkey Boy and the gang. And I know it's a little early, man, but when you're here by yourself, it's a little hard to keep things going. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off and say goodbye to you, lovely people. Well, which is it? You got conflicting statements here, sir. So without further ado, we will see you next week, where I'm sure both of us will be on this screen. And until then, go watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. And from all of us at From the Slab, thanks for being here, and stay scared.
Cover your eyes, save all your lies. You try to scratch. Movies, horror movies,